Morning all, and welcome back. All right, we have 4 games today in the National Hockey League. We have 12 games tomorrow. So your standard kind of quiet Wednesday where the games are kind of spread out, probably a doubleheader on TNT. Of course, tomorrow we have 12 games because it's Thursday. It's going to be a busy day. All right, we'll go ahead. We'll start things off talking about Wednesday. One game starting at 7 Eastern, one starting at 7:30, one 2 hours later than that, and one a half an hour after that one. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start. The Edmonton Oilers in Washington against the Capitals. This is the first of 2 meetings. They meet again on January 24th. This should be a pretty good matchup. Both of these teams need a win. The Oilers 9-8-4 overall. They're 4-4-2 in their last 10 games. Their leading scorer over the last month is Connor McDavid, 15 games, 9 goals, 14 assists for 23 points. Wallman, I picked a forward and a defenseman from each team, and the forward's the leading scorer in every case except one. Wallman, 15 games, 3 goals, 7 assists, 10 points for the Oilers. The Capitals, 9-8-2 overall. They're 3-5-2 in their last 10 games. Ovechkin's actually been their leading scorer over the last month. 13 games, 5 goals, 6 assists for 11 points. Carlson on the blue line, 12 games, 3 goals, 7 assists for 10 points. At 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific, the Calgary Flames, coming off that loss against Chicago last night, going to Buffalo tonight. First of 2 meetings. They'll meet again in Calgary on December the 8th. The Flames are 5-13-3 overall. They're 3-5-2 in their last 10 games. Backlund is their leading scorer over the last month. 15 games, 2 goals, 7 assists for 9 points. Rasmus Andersson on the blue line, 15 games as well. 3 goals, 5 assists for 8 points. On the Buffalo side, they are 7-8-4 overall. They're 3-4-3 in their last 10 games. So these are 4 teams I've covered so far that are struggling. Thompson, 14 games, 8 goals, 5 assists, 13 points to lead them in scoring over the last month. Dahlin, 11 games, 1 goal, 8 assists, 9 points for the Sabres. 9:30 Eastern, 6:30 Pacific start. Carolina in Minnesota against the Wild on November 6th. Carolina won this matchup 4-3, so this is the second and final meeting this season. Carolina's 13-5-1 overall. They're 7-2-1 in their last 10. Nick Ehlers, 14 games, 4 goals, 8 assists, 12 points to lead them in scoring over the last month. Gostisbehere's only played 5 games, but he's had 5 assists in those 5 games. Minnesota's 9-7-4 overall. They're 6-2-2 in their last 10. Kaprizov leading them in scoring. 14 games, 7 goals, 7 assists, 14 points over the last month. Brock Faber, 14 games, 3 goals, 6 assists, 9 points. Seems to be bouncing back from what was an offensively disappointing season last year. 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific start. Boston in Anaheim against the Ducks. This is the second and final meeting as well. On October 23rd, Anaheim won this matchup 7-5. The Bruins are 12-9 on the season. They are 8-2 in their last 10 games. Pastrnak, 14 games, 7 goals, 11 assists, 18 points. Of course, he's Boston's leading scorer over the last month. Zadorov, 14 games, just the 3 assists. I still feel like Zadorov's contract's high for what he brings to Boston, but I think he's having a better second season than first, even though he only has the 3 helpers so far. Anaheim, 12-6-1 overall, 7-3 over their last 10. Definitely better at home than on the road. Leo Carlsson, 14 games, 9 goals, 11 assists, 20 points over the last month. Lacombe, 14 games, 1 goal, 6 assists, 7 points. Lacombe's been playing really well lately. So those are your 4 Wednesday games. You guys can let me know who you think are going to win those games in the comment section below. And we'll move on to Thursday. So 12 games Thursday. Going to be busy. 5 games at 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 Pacific, 1.5 an hour later, 1.5 an hour after that, 2 more an hour after that, and then 3 late starts. So busy, but not overly difficult to follow. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start. Columbus playing in Toronto against the Leafs. This is the second of 3 meetings. On October 29th, Columbus won this matchup 6-3. These teams meet again on November 26th. The Blue Jackets are 10-8-2 overall. They're 4-4-2 in their last 10 games. Marchenko leading them over the last month. 15 games, 3 goals, 13 assists, 16 points. Zach Werenski, 15 games, 5 goals, 7 assists, 12 points over the last month. And Werenski's playing very similar to the way he played last season. The Toronto Maple Leafs are 9-9-2. They're 4-5-1 in their last 10, coming off the overtime win against the Blues. Tavares, 14 games, 8 goals, 10 assists, 18 points. I still say he's been their MVP thus far this year. Riley, 13 games, 1 goal, 9 assists, 10 points for Morgan Riley. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start, the Capitals and the Canadiens. Montreal playing host to the team that beat them in the first round last year. These teams meet again January 13th and February 28th. The Capitals are 9-8-2, as I mentioned here, 3-5-2 in their last 10. Tom Wilson, their second leading scorer over the last month, 13 games, 6 goals, 3 assists, 9 points. And Chychrun, 13 games, 2 goals, 7 assists, 9 points. Another strong offensive season by Jacob Chychrun. On the Montreal side, they're 10-6-3 overall. They're 4-3-3 in their last 10. Suzuki leading the way in scorers, 13 games, 3 goals, 10 assists, 13 points over the last month. Where Lane Hutson, 13 games, 2 goals, 10 assists, 12 points from the blue line. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start, the New York Islanders playing in Detroit against the Wings. This is the second of 3 meetings on October 23rd. The Islanders won this matchup 7-2. Wasn't close. These teams meet again on December 16th. The Islanders are 11-7-2 overall. They're 7-2-1 in their last 10. Bo Horvat leading them in scoring over the last month. 15 games, 9 goals, 9 assists for 18 points. Matthew Schaefer, the rookie's having himself a year. 15 games, 6 goals, 4 assists for 10 points over the last calendar month. Detroit, 12-7-1 overall. They're 5-4-1 in their last 10 games. DeBrincat, 14 games, 9 goals, 8 assists, 17 points. He's had a really strong month. Moritz Seider, 14 games, 2 goals, 8 assists, 10 points. Those are some strong numbers for Seider. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start, the New Jersey Devils playing in Florida against the Panthers. New Jersey won the first matchup on October 16th, 3-1. These teams play again on March the 3rd. New Jersey's 13-5-1 overall. They're 5-4-1 in their last 10. Dawson Mercer, their second leading scorer over the last month, but their top leading scorer is still Jack Hughes, and he's out, of course. 14 games for Mercer, 6 goals, 5 assists, 11 points. Nemitz has become quite the offensive threat over the last month himself. 14 games, 4 goals, 6 assists for 10 points. On the Florida side, they're 10-8-1. They're 6-3-1 in their last 10 games. Marchand, 11 games, 10 goals, 7 assists, 17 points. Ridiculous numbers from Marchand. Seth Jones, 12 games, 3 goals, 5 assists, 8 points. Jones is playing pretty well. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start. St. Louis playing in Philadelphia against the Flyers. This is the second and final meeting between the two. On November 14th, Philadelphia won in a shootout, 6-5. The Blues are 6-9-5 overall. They're 3-3-4 over their last 10. And this is where that overtime and shootout loss point masks their record. Instead of being 3-7, they're 3-3-4. So that way you could say, well, they're still 500 over the last 10 games. Thomas leading the way in scoring over the last month, 11 games, 2 goals, 9 assists for 11 points. Falk, 15 games, 4 goals, 5 assists, 9 points for Falk. For Philadelphia, they're 9-6-3 overall. They're 5-3-2 over their last 10 games. Zegras, 13 games, 6 goals, 9 assists, 15 points over the past month. Cam York, 13 games, 1 goal, 9 assists for 10 points from the blue line. 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific. The Oilers go from playing in Washington to playing in Tampa. This is the first of 2 meetings. They'll meet again on March 21st. The Oilers, as mentioned, 9-8-4 overall, 4-4-2 in their last 10 games. Draisaitl, 15 games, 9 goals, 10 assists, 19 points for Draisaitl. Bouchard, 15 games, 3 goals, 13 assists, 16 points. Bouchard does have his defensive deficiencies, sure, but his shot and his offensive abilities off the charts. Tampa Bay, 10-7-2 overall, 7-3 in their last 10 games. Kucherov, 13 games, 7 goals, 8 assists, 15 points to lead them in scoring over the last month. Radish, 9 games, 1 goal, 3 assists, 4 points for the blue liner. 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific start. Seattle playing in Chicago against the Hawks. Seattle won the first matchup. That was on November 3rd, a 3-1 victory there. And then these teams will meet again on April the 4th. Seattle, 9-5-5 overall. They're 4-3-3 over their last 10 games. Eberle leading them in scoring over the last month. 14 games, 8 goals, 2 assists, 10 points. Vince Dunn, 14 games, 1 goal, 6 assists, 7 points from the blue line. On the Chicago side, they are 10-5-4 overall. They're 6-2-2 in their last 10. Chicago's pretty good. Bedard's a part of the reason for that, isn't he? 12 games, 11 goals, 11 assists, 22 points, and that's just over the last month. Crevier, 12 games, 1 goal, 7 assists, 8 points. Crevier's having a pretty good month himself. 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific start. The New York Rangers playing in Colorado against the Avs. These teams will meet again in New York on December 6th, where Colorado will beat them. The Rangers don't win at home. Rangers 10-9-4 overall. They're 6-4 in their last 10. Panarin, 14 games, 4 goals, 9 assists, 13 points, leading them in scoring over the last month. Adam Fox, 14 games, 10 assists for Fox. On the Colorado side, they are 13-1-5 overall. They're 8-0-2 in their last 10 games. McKinnon, 13 games, 13 games, 8 goals, 15 assists for 23 points. Cale Makar on the blue line, 13 games, 4 goals, 14 assists for 18 points. He's having a very strong run. Yes, once I'm done videos where I talk this long in the one take, I do usually need a drink of fluids when I'm done. 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific start. Vegas playing in Utah against the Mammoth. This is the first of 3 meetings. They'll meet again November 24th and March 19th. Vegas 9-4-6 overall. They're 4-3-3 in their last 10. It does feel like maybe Vegas is starting to figure this out. Marner leading them in scoring over the last month. 13 games, 2 goals, 11 assists for 13 points. Shea Theodore, 13 games, 2 goals, 6 assists, 8 points for Theodore. On the Utah side, they are 10-7-3 overall. They are 2-5-3 in their last 10. They've had their struggles. Schmaltz, 14 games, 7 goals, 6 assists for 13 points, leading them in scoring over the last month. Sergachev is actually their leading scorer amongst everybody. This is the one team I was looking over here at. Sergachev actually leads them in scoring. 14 games, 3 goals, 12 assists, 15 points over the last month. Schmaltz is the top forward, but I wanted to leave it the same because I thought I don't want to mess myself up. And here we are. 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific start. Dallas playing in Vancouver against the Canucks. This is the second of 3 meetings on October 16th. Vancouver surprisingly won in Dallas 5-3. These teams will meet again March the 2nd. Dallas 12-5-3 overall. They're 6-2-2 in their last 10 games. Rantanen leading them in scoring over the last month. And I'll spoil it for the news video. There's no supplemental discipline coming for Rantanen out of last night's game. 15 games, 6 goals, 14 assists, 20 points, leading Dallas in scoring over the last month. Heiskanen, ridiculous numbers, 15 games, 3 goals, 13 assists for 16 points. On the Vancouver side, they are 9-10-2 overall. They're 4-4-2 over their last 10 games. Pettersson leading them in scoring over the last month, 15 games, 5 goals, 11 assists, 16 points. He accepts your apologies. Quinn Hughes, 10 games over the last month, 15 assists for Quinn Hughes. That's ridiculous. It doesn't seem like that should be a thing. 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific start. The Ottawa Senators playing in Anaheim against the Ducks. First of 2 meetings. They'll meet again March 14th. So I'm wearing Anaheim because they're hosting Boston. They're hosting Ottawa. They have a very good home record. I figure they at least have to win one of the two. Ottawa, 9-6-4 overall. They're 5-2-3 in their last 10 games. Stützle, 13 games, 8 goals, 7 assists, 15 points to lead them in scoring over the last month. And Jake Sanderson, 13 games, 2 goals, 6 assists, 8 points for Sanderson from the blue line. On the Anaheim side, as I mentioned here, they're 12-6-1 overall. They are 7-3 over their last 10 games. Cutter Gauthier, 14 games, 9 goals, 10 assists, 19 points. Really strong run for Gauthier. And Jacob Trouba, don't look now, 14 games, 4 goals, 8 assists, 12 points for Trouba over the last month. He's putting up fantastic numbers. And finally, a battle of California. The LA Kings playing in San Jose against the Sharks. October 28th, LA won this matchup 4-3. These teams will meet again on January 7th. For the LA Kings, they're 10-6-4 overall. They're 6-3-1 in their last 10 games. Corey Perry is their leading scorer over the last month. 14 games, 7 goals, 5 assists, 12 points. Nothing makes sense. Clark, 14 games, 1 goal, 6 assists, 7 points for Brant Clark from the blue line. And on the San Jose side, they're 9-8-3 overall. They're 7-2-1 in their last 10 games. Celebrini, ridiculous numbers, 15 games, 12 goals, 13 assists, 25 points for Celebrini, and Orlov with 7 assists and 15 games from the blue line, providing very competent defense for a San Jose team that seems to have got the defensive side a little bit better than it's been in recent seasons. But let me know your picks in the comment section below as always. Hit like and subscribe in the event you may not have done so already. Thank you guys so much for all your support. It's greatly appreciated. I will talk to you again soon.